Well, hello and welcome to this weather update. It is May 15th, and unfortunately, the sky was full of smoke again today. It was very hazy. We're starting off looking at this high resolution satellite showing you where the smoke's coming from. It's coming from Alberta and all of Canada because there's just smoke all over the place. You can see clearly how it is spread from here. Literally, just follow the arrow here and just draw the arrow right here. You can see how it's just spreading south. Um, uh, right here, so you can see how it's just spreading right over the northeast right here. So it's really this is incredible. So this is what's going on right now. Looks like we got some fires maybe in British Columbia too. They are all over the place. Lots of fires burning here, all over in Saskatchewan as well. We got fires. We got fires in Alberta and I'm in Manitoba. Canada is just on fire, folks. It's unbelievable. All that smoke is making its way down into the northeast and gave us very hazy skies today, especially as we got toward the evening. There was just haze was just unbelievable. You could see it as we started out the day. You could see it on the satellite, and you're like, man, it's unbelievable. It really is. Let's see if we can add a smoke layer. Let's see if we can add a fire layer here. Fires and thermal anomalies. Yeah, we can add this in here. Let's do that. Let's see if we can do that. I don't know if we're going to be able to. We'll try. There's probably something to do. All right, let's see. Fires and thermal. Day and night. Okay, so we close that in there, and then that should pop up in there. And yeah, here you go. It's showing all the fires now. So you can see, look at all these fires burning. So yes, we have fires in British Columbia, fires in Alberta, fires in Saskatchewan, and a few smaller ones in Manitoba as well going around. But yeah, this is really just an incredible amount of smoke here that's being put forth by these fires. So looking, you can see it on the satellite loop too as well. It's really just incredible what's going on. This is just like, I mean, it's only May and we've never seen anything like this. Let me run this 120 frame loop here. A little longer loop so you can see the smoke there. There it is. You can sort of see it right there sinking down. There's some more of it coming down. These are cirrus clouds, but this is all smoke over here. Look at that. Very thick indeed. Very thick. So let's take a look, show you what the skies looked like today. That's what it looked like during the day. You can see it was hazy. Hazy skies. You can see all that haze. A few high clouds, but mostly just haze. And then as we got toward the evening, this is what we had towards sunset, and you can see here, just look at that. That's all smoke there. Those aren't clouds. That's all smoke. This is Massapequa Lake. Again, looking at that, that's all smoke there. Look at all that smoke you're seeing around the sun. Very orange-looking sun there. Another look at it right there. And another look right here. You can see just really smoky skies. It's just unbelievable. And it doesn't seem like the air quality is all that great at the surface either. This is what it looked like after around dusk. Just a mess. Look at that messy sky. Just, oh my God. This is all smoke. It's not clouds. That's smoke. Nobody's talking about it. Nobody spoke about the smoke today. It didn't get any coverage from any of the weather people. And it was pretty significant, I might add. Very significant. And so this is all due to Canada wildfires. So let me look up Canada wildfires. And you can see air smoke from reaches the United States. These are all those like parts of smoke spur air quality alerts for northern Minnesota. Canada braces for more wildfires as temperature rises and winds shift. Wildfires are raging in Alberta. Punishing heat wave grips Pacific Northwest. See all this climate chaos going on here. It's unbelievable. It really is. And I'll look for some videos from the CBC and share them with you in community posts later. But it really is incredible. And yeah, we'll go down to the earth and old school and look at the air quality as well, which we can do as well. Do particles, and we'll do this here. And you can see there really isn't any. You're looking for anything blue or dark blue. Not really going to see anything dark blue here. This is the surface, though. It doesn't list what's aloft. Most of the smoke is aloft, but I think some of it's making it down to the surface. And you can see some of that. A lot of the country is not. There's no blue unless you go to the Midwest or way up into eastern Canada or Greenland or Alaska. Other than that, there is no blue here, which is where the cleanest air would be. But chemicals is another thing. Fires produce carbon monoxide, and you can see there is elevated carbon monoxide over our area. In fact, much of the eastern United States. And of course, these fires, of course, are producing a lot of carbon monoxide. You can also look at carbon dioxide as well, and see there's some elevated carbon dioxide around here, over here too. But you know, these fires are producing a lot of combustion products, so it definitely is getting into the air. Oh, look at this sulfur dioxide. There's a lot of that. So you can see there's a lot of sulfur dioxide in the air. So yeah, I haven't been feeling all that great lately, and I think maybe this is why. Our air quality is not great. It's not good at all. Not good at all. If you want clean air, you got to go up to like Hudson Bay. That's where there's some clean air. So let's go to the RAP model here, and we'll have enough of that in, I think, to look at. Let's go to the vertically integrated smoke loop. And watch the smoke here, and you can see here, it looks like there is a push of cooler air that might try to come in as we have a cold front coming through, and this might help push some of the smoke back. If it's from eastern Canada, it could push some of the smoke back, perhaps. That's what it's showing right here. You can clearly see that bulge. This is probably going to line up with this as well. So this is the, let's see, we're on the SO2. All right, so let's go here and move this along here. This is the Earth Null, which is using the European model. All right, we're at 517, which is, all right, this is for Wednesday morning. It looks like it doesn't quite get pushed all the way to the south, so we'll have to see. It may not get pushed all right. That doesn't go that far. It doesn't look like for that. Carbon monoxide still showing some elevated, showing some cleaner air, but we'll have to see if we can get that cleaner air, and the wrap doesn't go that far. It only takes us to the next day. So that's the thing. So we'll have to see what happens with the wrap. Seems to show that there's a bulge, and maybe we can push this smoke back a little bit. However, I think this model really underestimated how thick the smoke was in the sky today. It was certainly a lot worse because I don't think the model has a handle on just how bad it is. Because it was, like I said, pretty significantly bad. So let's go now to the weather map here. We'll show you the weather map again. Weather Prediction Center, and you'll see here that we have highs generally across us, fair weather. This is all going to stay to the south, and more fair weather. So it's going to be dry most of this week. This is the bottom line here. It's going to be dry. So let's look at the current conditions we got outside right now, and let's first start. Let me get all the observations up for the whole country, so you can see how bad the heat is out west. Looks like it's a little better than it was yesterday. Yeah, does seem to be a little better in the Pacific Northwest than it was yesterday. But again, it's these areas in Canada where these fires are burning. It's very warm. Look at this, 80s. Edmonton in the mid-80s. That's really, really warm. And that's the problem. You have all this heat. It's drying out everything, and you get these fires that are just burning out of control. And it's pretty windy, too. Here's Dawson with a wind gust up to 31. And that's with a north-northwest wind, and it's 84 degrees. I mean, it's just so messed up. This is how serious this problem is. People need to be talking about it. But anyway, let's go into our area here. And we'll take a look at what it was like today. 61, so there was a sea breeze. Well, we don't have it here, and we never got one in Mineola, but there was a sea breeze on the south shore. Let's see if Islip has one. So right now it's 61 degrees, dew point 52, southwest wind. So they do have a sea breeze at Islip. It looks like Islip Airport does have a sea breeze. For that, they had the west winds. And look at how low the dew points were. When that sea breeze came in, those dew points jumped way up there. Temperatures slightly above normal. But once the sea breeze came in, you could see. We'll look at some more graphs, and we'll see that in a moment. But, yeah, 57 at West Hampton. Boy, I wish we were getting that. No, instead, we're still in the mid. We're still near 70 in Mineola. 69 at Carl Place. So much warmer here in Mineola with the west wind. No sea breeze. If you're on the south shore, you're in the mid-60s. 65, though. Looks like the wind is shifting back to the west again. So the sea breeze is probably dying for the day, I guess. We'll look at some observations here. 65, 2.40. Yeah, west-south. It's starting to go a little more westerly on the south shore again. So let's take a look at our highs and lows. Look at our chart here, our highs and lows for the day. First, the highs. So mid-70s generally. Yeah, it looks like 72, 72. So close to normal, 73. A little cooler on the Forks. Mid-70s in the city. Mid-70s in New Jersey. Well, actually, even hotter. I seen 80 degrees south of Toms River there. So even hotter, closer to 80 degrees. Overperformed again there. Let's look at the lows. Wow, West Hampton got some good radiation cooling down to 32. Yeah, I was finally able to shut off the air conditioner last night after like midnight. It finally cooled off. 50 degrees in Farmingdale for a low, 46 at Islip. Generally 40s and 50s, of course, in the more urban areas like the city. Perhaps it got down to 43, though, in Carl Place, but who knows what it got down in the alley. I don't keep track of it all the time. We have a fire weather watch in effect for Connecticut, so we're going to look at that. Fire weather watch for Connecticut, and we may have to worry about that because, again, we're just not... Actually, no. Now they've issued a red flag warning for Tuesday morning through Wednesday evening for coastal southern Connecticut. So this is close enough that we're going to have to watch in our area because we haven't had much rain, dew points are low, and it doesn't look like we're going to be seeing much rain until maybe the weekend at this point. So let's go look at our climate statistics for the day. So this is showing the percentage of normal precipitation. You can see all the reds were below normal with precipitation. Again, though, we had all that rain at once, and then it hasn't rained since. Messed up. So high at Islip was 72, normal high 68. That was 4 degrees above normal. However, the low was 46, which was 4 degrees below normal. So we were just about average at Islip, 59. Look at Central Park as well, where it hit 73, close to normal. So temperature-wise, pretty much right on the dot as far as what we're supposed to be for this time of the year. Unfortunately, we would have had a nice clear sky if it wasn't for all that smoke. But unfortunately, we just didn't get that. So let's go to the underground site here. Look at a few sites here and just look at how far that sea breeze has gotten in today. First, we'll look at my area, which has gotten no sea breeze. Still near 70, 69. That's what got the AC on. It's quite warm tonight. So 69 and high was 75. And you can see no sea breeze at all. None whatsoever. So none here. But if we go to Babylon, you'll see Babylon had a nice sea breeze. Look at there. I'm sure they had a nice sea breeze there. So I'm going to go right on the water. Let's pick... I don't expect to have anything near the village, unfortunately. I have something right on the water, which I don't want. I guess I could do this one, West Islip. There's a big difference when I got on that train, too. It was a lot cooler there. So let's take a look. High was only 70 there, and you can see up there's the sea breeze. Came in right around 2, 3 o'clock, and you can see the temperature dropped to the mid-60s. See that rise in the dew point. You see the dew points bump up, temperatures bump down. That is the sea breeze right there that comes on in and drops those temperatures for you. But that's not something we get to enjoy. Let's go look at Belmore. And let's see what they. So they were. They got into the mid 70s. Then the sea breeze came in, and you can see knocked the temperatures down. But again, you had to be on the south shore to get the sea breeze. It didn't really make it much past the Parkway, just like yesterday. It was a similar type of deal, where the sea breeze just didn't make it much past the Parkway. Let's go further out east, and let's see if they got a stronger sea breeze out east in North Patchogue. We'll look at Patchogue, and we'll look at so 73 there, and yeah, it looks like there was a bit of a sea breeze that came in. Not that strong though. You can see it gets weak. You got to be right on the water to really get it. So if you're like in say East Patchogue, right on the water there, it's going to be cooler. Let's see, yeah, only 69. Yep, the sea breeze came in around noon there. You can see it right there. If we go further north to like Ridge, I don't think they even got one, so probably didn't even get one. So we'll go up here. Let's see if they got a sea breeze or not. So 79, all right, that might be a little too warm, but looks like maybe they did wind up getting a sea breeze. I see the signature of it, so looks like maybe it made it a little further inland, further out east, but Not over here. You can see how much warmer it is. You look at this. See look at how much warmer the temperatures are here in the middle of the island. North Shore, South Shore is cooler. Out east is cooler as well. Out east, much cooler out east. They're getting that radiational cooling. We're not even. They had the sea breeze and then they got the radiational cooling. We're not getting any of that. That wind is blowing right off the city, so we're getting all the warm air right around 70 degrees. If you're in Jersey, you're even cooling off. So in here, it's very warm at night here. It's almost hotter than Jersey in some ways. It really is. So anyway, now that we looked at that, let's go to the models and look at the rest of this week into the weekend. So see that high over us. So you see there's a low that passes off to the south. The cold front overnight into Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. Slight chance of a shower. And probably not going to see anything. And then we have another high building down. And it could be breezy with the tighter isobars, much cooler. But again, if we get no rain, we're going to have to worry about fire danger. High pressure crests over us Thursday and then moves offshore. Question is, will we get a clear sky? Will we have the smoke? Well, I mean, it's really hard to predict right now. Hopefully, maybe we get a break from it. It would be nice. See, fair weather stays in place, but you see where that high moves offshore. Friday, we get into that return flow that's going to heat us up. And then we have this cold front coming for Saturday that looks like a more progressive solution now. Low pressure kind of moves away, and then another high builds in, gives us more fair weather for Sunday. And then that's as far as I'm willing to go here. But you can see we have a fairly progressive pattern. Cold fronts coming through. And that keeps us from really getting too much above normal. So let's go look at the HRRR model now. HRRR, 0Z run, and we'll look at our dew points and wind flow. So here are the dew points and wind flow, and you can see dry air, but again, a little more moist with the sea breeze coming in. The sea breeze does bring a little moisture. And tomorrow you see we have a southwest wind. And there'll be a sea breeze again happening in the afternoon, maybe a little stronger than today, perhaps. But again, best felt along the South Shore. But you can see that sea breeze where the dew points climb up. That's the sea breeze right there. And then we have the front come through overnight, wind shift to the north. And for Wednesday, a much cooler day with northwest winds. And I'm really hoping this is eastern Canada air so we can get rid of this haze and actually have a nice day. With a blue sky, it would be nice. It's so hard to get a blue sky these days. So let's look at the temperatures here. It's probably going to not get as cool tonight. Probably lows only in the low 50s, 50 to 60, I think. And more like 60 to 65 if you're in more of an urbanized area. And then tomorrow, it's going to be a lot warmer than today. Highs probably around 80 degrees. New Jersey, New York City, probably western Nassau too. Mineola will probably get close to 80, if not rise above it. Further out east in Suffolk, 70s. And the South Shore will get a sea breeze dropping into the low 70s and 60s by the afternoon. And then you see, as we get into, it doesn't really drop that much overnight. And then for Wednesday, it's going to be much cooler day. Highs looks like only in the 60s, mid-60s perhaps, is all we're going to see from that. So much cooler day. Let's now look at our precipitation and see if the HRRR can scrounge up anything for us here. You can see the tight isobar, so it will be breezy. That's the concern. We will have a decent breeze. But it doesn't look like much of any rain. Nope, doesn't look like much of any rain, unfortunately. So we're going to stay dry, and this is the problem that we're going to have. We're going to have to watch out for the fire risks here as well. Even though the trees have leafed out, it still could happen, It's just it's so dry. It's so dry out. So let's go to the GFS here. We'll move this along here. Show you the GFS as we get into Wednesday, and then you can see that dry air stays with us Thursday. Then the winds crest over us the high. The winds eventually shift to the south. And then for your Friday, you'll see the southerly wind. Now, southerly wind, it looks like that would keep more of a sea breeze over Long Island. And then you can see here's that cold front coming through Saturday morning. And then by the afternoon, we have the northwest winds again coming back into the picture. And dry air returning for Sunday. So let's go look at the temperatures. And you see here we go. At night, it's probably going to drop down into the radiational cooling 30s are a possibility at night. 40s and 30s perhaps Wednesday night to Thursday morning. Thursday, maybe we recover a little bit. Temperatures a little bit below normal, up to 60s to around 70. Probably could be another chilly night overnight into Friday. And then Friday will be warmer inland. We'll have temperatures in the 70s. And maybe still along out with that southerly flow. We could only be in the 60s. It all depends, though. If the wind turns more west, it could be warmer. And then front moves through Saturday. You can sort of see some cool air up here. Looks like that could be just due to some shower activity, perhaps upstate. And then Sunday, near normal. Temperatures around 72, 73, which is near normal for this time of the year. As far as the rain goes, you'll see here, looking at the rain chances. I mean, this is it. And if we go, let's go a week from today. All right, this is a week from today. We'll go to total accumulated precip, and yeah, barely anything. So yeah, it's like we had all that rain and then it just stopped. This is all part of climate change. This is what you have. You have a lot of rain at once, and then you have long dry periods. This is what we're seeing. All the models that way back 20 years ago predicted what would happen are actually, all of them are right, and actually worse than they said. Just to keep you aware of how serious the situation is. Nobody, judging by all the huge trucks that people drive, I don't think anybody really cares, unfortunately. And so tomorrow, you see we have some high clouds around. We'll have some clouds and lots of smoke probably. And then for Wednesday, you'll see we clear it out. The question is, will we get rid of the smoke or not? Hopefully we will. And then Thursday, also mostly sunny as well. And Friday, probably have increasing high clouds. So it looks like maybe we can get into some good skies. And then again, maybe Sunday we could have clear skies again. So we'll have to see what happens with that. But it all depends on, the upper air patterns. Where the air is coming from Canada. If it's coming from that area, that's why the air hasn't been that cool. We haven't really been below normal because the air is really coming from that area where the fires are burning, the air mass we're in right now. So that's why we have all the haze and probably questionable air quality. So let's go to the RGM lastly and look at the RGM here. And again, you see here, tomorrow it's actually showing a decent amount of sunshine. Some high clouds increase late in the afternoon, but again, I think we're going to see a lot of smoke tomorrow. There are the clouds. And then for Wednesday, we get rid of the clouds. We have a sunny day. Should be a nice, sunny, cool day. Wednesday and Thursday look very, very nice. Both look very nice. Very clear, though. We'll have to see if we get the smoke or not. That's the question that we just don't know if we're going to get it or not. That's just the thing. So it's really hard to predict at this point. This model doesn't go far enough out. I could refresh it, but it's not going to take us far enough out. Here, it only takes us out through tomorrow, so we'll have to see what's going to happen with that. But I think that brings this weather update to an end. Just an incredible thing. Just one more thing. Let's see if we can go to the Canada Northern U.S. Satellite here, just to show you the smoke from these fires on the loop here. Let's do that, so you can see it on a loop here. You can see, look at that. That's just incredible. I mean, it's just putting out so much smoke. Look at that. I mean, that's just incredible right there. I mean, what else can you say? This is some of the worst wildfire activity I've ever seen in Canada, and it's only May. We have a whole summer to go through, and unfortunately, it's just going to get hotter for them. It's going to stay warm this whole week, so these fires there's no help for them right now. These fires are going to continue to explode. It's unbelievable. It really is. I mean, eventually, all the woods are going to be burned there. The rate things are going. It's just unbelievable. This is a crisis of gargantuan proportions that, again, it frustrates me incredibly how nobody realizes how important this is. It's just unbelievable. Especially, like I said, especially in the United States. I don't get it. I just don't get it. People are so ignorant here. It's ignorant. That's the way to describe people in this country. Well, I think that's going to be it for this video. Thanks for watching. Good night.